it's been a while since I've done some work up in the attic since last winter. So remember, I put this kind of test tube in, flex ducting, that went over to the fire or the chimney that goes around the pellet stove, and it worked out pretty good. So we ran this into the side of our mini split here, and basically it just sucks air from around the chimney flue into our bedroom. And I always wanted to switch this over to something more rigid so I get better flow. So I bought some tube the other day. Got the angle pieces I need. Got some aluminum tape. So the plan is to get that rigged up today. And then I'm going to insulate it. So I've got 6-inch pipe. This is 6-inch flex. I'm just going to pull the flex out of it and then slip the insulation around the rigid pipe. And I'm not quite sure if I'm going to run it down the same path or run it here or up there. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. Here actually seems a little easier because it's literally a straight shot down to where the chimney is. If I do this one, I've got a few more elbows on that side. Plus it'd be easier to assemble all this out here and try to assemble it back in that cavity. Another thing I need to do is my Wi-Fi, I don't know what you call it, the Wi-Fi part of the Gobi temperature humidity sensor went out on us. So luckily it went out almost exactly a year to the day that I put that in. So it was still under warranty. They sent me another one right away. It's been a couple weeks now. I need to get that put in there so we can monitor our temperature and humidity in the attic space. And mainly that's due to what's called ridge rot. So when you have a conditioned attic space like this, if you get too much moisture up here, it's of course going to raise up to the top, and then it can actually collect behind your insulation and then cause the ridge of your house to rot out. It's a known issue with finished spaces like this in an attic. So we do have an ERB vent that pumps everything out, and I've been monitoring the humidity up here, and rarely does it get over 50%. Usually it's a little lower than that. Right now I think it's probably in the 30s, especially in the winter it gets lower. Back on that side is our bathroom. That gets a little bit higher. It's got up to 60% before. I'm assuming it's just from the moisture coming around the lights and things like that. But still not anything that's too concerning. But I like to keep that monitored in case we do run into any issues. So I should be able to just unplug that, plug this new one in. And this one came with an extra sensor as well. So I don't know if it'll reach, but it'd be cool if I could get that into the new attic space on the addition that we just added on. But that'll take place probably not until springtime. So I'll get to work, get this unhooked, get all this assembled, and get the run down here. Hope it'll be pretty straightforward. Well, I got that first one in, slipping the insulation off that flex duct. Took a little bit of figuring out. Definitely do not pull the flex duct out and then try to get the insulation onto your rigid, because it just balls up. So I had to I took it out and I had to shove it all back in there to make it fit right. But once you get it going, you need that flex duct inside because it keeps the circle open, the insulation circle, as you're pushing your rigid pipe through. But I got the first run through. Now I can go ahead and get my 90 degree on this side, drop it into the chimney right over there, and then I can work on the next section. This will just plop down into the chimney here. I'll just seal it up with some insulation pushed around it. This is the pipe that comes from the pellet stove, and that's really the only thing that gets hot. But it'll collect down in the chimney that I made here. This gets sealed up, so the only way that air can get out is if it gets sucked through this tube down through the mini split. Thinking I may need to, well, maybe it'll work. I don't know if I need to put an extension on it or not. I think that'll fit. And they're good. Just pulled the second insulation off the flex duct and onto the rigid. Went a lot smoother when you leave the flex duct actually inside there. So you can see it gets caught on the tube. When you pull it off, the insulation just slides off, and the coil keeps the insulation open and moving really easily along. So I think this may line up really good. There's my vent into the Mini, and then here's a duct down here. So I think when I turn that up, it's going to be a straight shot right into there, which is just perfect. Okay, I got that pipe installed. Run is straight, it looks really good. Turned out nice. Had a little problem getting this joint in. But now I'm ready to change out my sensor here. So this is the new Govee little Wi-Fi hub. So we should just be able to plug this guy in. See if I can find it on my phone here. Alright, so I gotta take every single one down, every single sensor down, bring it over here, unplug the batteries, hit the button on the side, put the batteries back in, and let it find it again. So that's a little annoying. So I'll take care of that, and then I'll come back. Yep, so I figured it out, and I got two of them set up. Of course, I lost my phone now. The other one's way down at the far end, so I'm doing slave labor and send Valerie down there. It's a jungle crawling through that. Right?
Yep. There you go.
Okay, now I got to change the name of the one I just did.
Okay. Can you have this and do the battery thing so I can go down and use the bathroom?
What?
I have to go pee.
Child labor doesn't get to do that.
Hmm?
Slave labor doesn't get to go to the bathroom.
Oh, do you want me to go to the bathroom up here?
No.
That's what I thought.
So I don't know why all these batteries did. All I can figure is that when that other hub was not working, that these just continually tried to find a signal. Because it was about a month ago that we tried to fix it and it didn't work.
Yeah.
So I think for a month they were just searching for a signal. So anyways, I hit the pairing button, put that in, everything flashes, light goes off, and we're good. There, put that back. So the bad thing about that is I have lost all of my data from the last year.
Oh.
But we never had any issues. So it should be good to go. You want to go to the other end and hook that one up? Way down there?
No.
It's only like, I don't know, 40 feet away. 50 feet. Fine. No, you should do it. You're so much better at it than I am. You're so much smaller. Run like the wind, child.
Can't really run in here.
Yeah, don't run like the wind. Go ahead and get hurt. So I've got one more sensor, and I'll put this one hopefully down in the attic of the other room, and then should be it. So got that installed, got my Wi-Fi temperature and humidity sensors fixed. So I'm done up here pretty much until next year, I think. I still need to get those pans under the AC units, the condensation drips, and get all that taken care of, and then we'll really be done up here.